Who is the heaviest hitter? Is it Tesehki? Is it Lex? Is it somebody we just never heard of? Who is the heaviest hitter? You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it.
My knuckles hurt. Like, I'm the heaviest hitter. I don't care who says who, what they think of themselves.
I am the heaviest hitter, and I'm gonna chill. Keep it calm. Keep it cool. Keep it cute. And if it get like that, it's gonna get like that.
What is going on, beautiful people? I am Wesley from A Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place in the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And the ongoing question that everyone wants to know the answer to is, who is the heaviest hitter? I think out of all of the seasons, or the last few seasons, the term heaviest hitter has become like more rampant and more rampant. I want to say it started with Chrisean. The Chrisean era. But now, you know, when we got introduced to Tesehki, it became a Tesehki thing. Like, who's the heaviest hitter? She's the heaviest hitter. Everybody has Tesehki as number one, right? Then we get introduced to Big Lex, okay? And Lex is a heavy hitter. Tesehki is a heavy hitter. Chrisean is a heavy hitter. Ivori is a heavy hitter. These are four heavy hitters. All right, there are more, but there are four heavy hitters. When I think of Tesehki's only fought people that I'm not gonna say that she can easily beat, but that she fought people that she could beat. Right? We have not seen Tesehki go against someone else that we would consider a heavy hitter. Okay? And let's be clear on that. Tesehki hasn't fought Chrisean in front of us. She hasn't fought Big Lex in front of us. She hasn't fought, Ivori in front of us. These are people that everyone, if you ask them who watches Baddies, would say these four women, they will consider heavy hitters. Now, she fought E.T., and some people consider E.T. to be a heavy hitter, right? And some people would say that Tesehki won that fight, right? But I think it could be argued that E.T. just didn't get obliterated. It's left up to interpretation and to opinion. Some people have opinions and, they feel any which way. But they did fight. Tesehki did win. So Tesehki has fought another heavy hitter and came out on top. And people would still consider Tesehki to be the heaviest hitter. Okay. Now, I guess, we could start doing the song and dance about what is a heavy hitter. Is a heavy hitter someone who actually hits heavy? Or is a heavy hitter someone that seems to win all of their fights? It could be both for you. But I do know some people that are like, a heavy hitter is somebody that hits heavy. And then, some people will be like, no, it's the person that wins all their fights. Either way, I think Tesehki takes both of those definitions because she has won all of her fights. And according to her, her knuckles hurt. But when we get to Lex has tied and won majority of her fights. Did she lose any fights? Someone would argue that she's never lost a fight. But I feel like she lost a couple to Ivori. But when I say lost, I don't mean like she got obliterated, but I felt like there were a couple fights with her and Ivori where Ivori won, right? And so, how would it go? How would it go? Did she win all of her fights? No. Did Tesehki win all of her fights? Yes. Has Tesehki fought more people in one? Like, is her ratio higher than Lex? If Tesehki only fought 3 times and won all 3 times, but Lex has fought 17 times, and won majority of that, who has the leg up? And one of Lex's video, that's basically what she was trying to say, or that's how I interpreted what she was saying, was that she has been in more fights and she has won majority of her fights. So to her, she is the heaviest hitter. I understand that logic because, again, we haven't seen Tesehki fight heavy hitters per se. You know what I'm saying? We just see her fight a couple of women that she can easily beat up, and then her most difficult situation was with ET, but she still won. So who is the heaviest hitter? That's the question. I would love to know what y'all feel and how y'all feel about it in the comments. But I don't know. For me, I say both women will hurt each other. But I also feel like Big Lex has a lot of energy in her fights. Like she went up against Ivori. And I mean, Lex got a lot of energy. And Lex got a long reach. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where you get more of like skill and technique with Tesehki, you get more hard pushback, long reach, doesn't give up with Big Lex. Both women are coming out hurt. Both women are coming out leaking. And I don't know who the clear winner would be. If both are like completely obliterated in the face, I don't know who would be the winner. But my mind is kind of pushing me. My mind is kind of pushing me. I don't know. My mind is kind of pushing me to Lex. Only reason why my mind is kind of pushing me to Lex is because she's been in way more fights and we've seen her come out on top more than we've seen Tesehki come out on top. But then I go back, right? I go back to her She-Hulk angry mode where she was like crazy. She was like the Incredible Hulk on that season when she fought Dolly, and Dolly like was knocked out in the air midair. And then, you know, she turned into the Incredible Hulk and she was just enraged. And she was like, whatever she was saying. And then she went in the back room and everybody was scared of her. I said, ooh. She about to bust a hole in the wall. I said, I don't know. So then I kind of go back to Tesehki and I'm like, damn, if she get into her Incredible Hulk mode, is Lex going to be able to hold up? Is Lex going to be able to hold up to that? Ooh, I don't know. So then I got to lean on the Tesehki side. I don't know. I can't make a decision. I don't know who would win, honestly. I give both ladies their props. And it's like I said, on one end, I could go to Tesehki route, and then on the other hand, I could go to the Lex route. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know, but I feel like, honestly, they both slighting each other online because they know that it's gonna carry. I think, I don't know, in my heart of hearts, because I'm like a human being, you know, I care. I want to say that both women talked on the phone and was like, "Yo, let's run this narrative up on who the heaviest hitter is, so we can keep the numbers going." I feel like that. I don't know why I feel like that, but I feel like that because I feel like if there was any tension between Lex and Tesehki, that Lex would, I mean, Tesehki has spoken highly of Lex. And, you know, mariahlynn is cool with Lex, and Lex just helped mariahlynn in the altercation. And Tesehki was like, I wish, you know, Lex would have pushed that girl a little harder. You know what I'm saying? So there's no energy. I don't read it as bad energy. I just read these girls are running through the net and having us go crazy because they already know we want to see them in a fight. You know, I honestly don't want them to fight. I really don't. I like when the women come together and they kumbaya. But that's just me. But I know that y'all want to see a fight. Y'all want to see a battle. Second thing I want to talk about is I want to apologize for my drunk, high on melatonin video last night. Baby, I was looking at that shit and I was like, what the is going on here? But woo-wee, that melatonin had me in stitches last night. And I did have a good sleep though. I don't know if I finished my point because I just got a phone call and it just really distracted me. But anyways, I'm curious to know who y'all think the heaviest hitter is and who do y'all think will come out on top. I don't think these women hate each other. I don't think they really have a beef for real. I feel like if they did, Tesehki would have said something or Lex would have said something. But I feel like Lex be kind of like hiding a little bit her feelings. You know, I think when she does like her vlogs and stuff, it's very like PC, very like professional, very like, oh, I can't give you too much tea. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know. But all y'all want to see them fight. I don't really want to see them fight. I like the fact that they're cool. On to the next topic. Yeah, me last night with the melatonin had me on, like I was like really, my brain was all over the place, but I did get some good sleep, and that's a beautiful thing. I did a Culture Club live yesterday, and it was freaking phenomenal. One of the highlights from the event, if y'all don't know about Culture Club, watch it on my channel. It comes out, every weekend. But one of the highlights from the event was that we had about 9 cisgender heterosexual women, and I think 1 cisgender bisexual woman or lesbian. I'm not sure. We have women in the audience, and I know that my demographic is gay men and women, particularly of African American descent, right? One of the topics was, does women belong in the gay community, and do they really share the space or occupy the space through positive energy, allyship, and partnership with the gay men? And the topic of the F word came up. I gave a scenario where there isn't one where a person should use that word, right? I also made mention of it in my past video when I was talking about the Jayla controversy. The F word is not nigga. Nigga is not the F word. There's no term of endearment that can be pulled from the F word. Never, ever. Okay. I'm passionate about stuff like this because I feel like if you don't know the path that people have walked, don't be ignorant and blinded to the path that people have walked and act like it does not exist. The gay plight, the LGBT plight is real rampant and still difficult to navigate in this world. Right. And you can not care, you can not give a damn, but then don't claim any level of intelligence and act like you don't know at all what's happening and how you can potentially affect people. So I brought the category up because I knew that women would be in the audience. And in my experience, women seem to not give a damn for the most part when it comes to gay men. There is a faction of women or a group of women that do care and do understand and do show compassion and do show empathy for the group and do love us genuinely without it being a girl do my hair or girl yes or Miss Mamas or Clock Kid, all of the lingo that, and I'm starting to get defensive, so let me calm down. All of the lingo that the women take from us, and it just be like, oh, y'all just trying to be women. No, Miss Mamas. No, we don't want to be women. A lot of us don't, right? So I brought the topic up in my live event because we had some women in here, and I wanted them to be bold and blunt, and I wanted them to be honest because they were all black, right? And and to my surprise, every single woman in there denounced the F word, said that they would defend because they know a lot of gay people. They work with a lot of gay people. They're either brothers, cousins, friends, besties, or whatever. And so they said that they would denounce that word, and they've never used that word, and they understand that word, there's no term of endearment that you can pull from that, and that word is disgusting, right? Now, I don't know if everybody told me the truth. I was kind of shocked that all of the women were aligned with the Alphabet Clan, but it was nice to see, right? Because I do know some good women in my life. My best friend is a woman, a black cisgender heterosexual woman, and she understands my side of things and she gets it, and she would never use the word. So I mentioned that to say, how can I word this without getting too whatever? If you have any amount of brain cells cradled in your skull, if you have a heart, if you have compassion, if you have the ability to empathize, if you have the ability to feel, if you have the ability to understand, comprehend, and learn, then you also have the ability to see and understand that the word should never be used. And I'm happy that the women that was in that audience understood all of that. There's a running thing right now, and it's a valid thing, but it's a running thing right now where it's like black girl magic, defend black women. Black women are the most ridiculed and you know, disrespected group in the world, and all of that, right? Valid statement, facts, all of that. You can easily understand that concept and why you should run to that, because there's a lot of truth in that. But black women aren't the only discriminated against group in this world. There are multiple groups among us as human beings that are harmed, hate crimes, you know, all of that stuff that comes with it. So many groups, right? But with that being said, one doesn't outweigh the other in my mind, because I live in this group and black women live in this group. You know, I can be killed in certain areas of the world just by being who I am, not based on the color of my skin, but by being who I am. I don't know of a country that you can get killed just for being a black woman. I don't know. I don't know if that exists. Let me know. Teach me. There's a teachable moment. There's a teachable moment. If that exists, let me know. Right. And so, irregardless, all of these groups have fights that they have to fight. I'm going to leave it there because one is not bigger than the other. But I'm just letting y'all know that I can't go in certain places of the world and think that I'm still going to be able to breathe. Okay. And so, for me, it would be amazing if all of the black women that came to my Culture Club Live event were all black women. If all black women thought like that, understood that we can fight this good fight together. The fact that black women came to my Culture Club Live event, my Culture Club is basically predominantly, you know, gay based. So the fact that they came, the fact that a black woman was responsible for sponsoring an event. Okay? So unity, we're like this together, right? At least that's how we should be. Like this together. Do we have bad apples in the black women's space? We most certainly do. Do we have bad apples in the gay man space? We most certainly do. But the fact that overall for us that we can come together and be together is an amazing thing. Like, it doesn't make sense for a minority, anybody in a minority discriminated against group to combat another said discriminated against group by being so disrespectful and using words that you know that hurts that group. We should all love each other. We should all come together. We should all be united. I don't know how many of my videos y'all actually watch, but I live in a bubble. Okay, in my bubble, I told y'all last video I speak from the black gay lens. Black first, gay second. In my bubble, all black people love each other. In my bubble, all black people love each other. Black people don't hate against gays because of who they choose to have sex with. We are like this. We're all together. Gay black men don't come at black women. Black women don't come at gay black men. And in that Culture Club Live space last night, it was nothing but love. And even bringing up the topic of the F word, it did not fall on deaf ears. And I just wish we were all like that. In my bubble, all black people get along. In my bubble, all people get along. But because my culture has been really, 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 really hard on people like me. My community has been really, really hard on people like me. It is hard out here to survive in my community, let alone the world. Look at the president that we have today. If you don't have any compassion for that, if you don't feel for that, if you don't understand that plight, that's a problem. And in no part in this world should we as a community first, absent the world, but we as a community first should attack each other, should go against each other, or anything of the sort, because we as a people have to go against the world. We as a people have to go against our current president because he does not give a damn. And so it pains me when Black women come at gay men. It pains me when gay men go after women. Again, this can apply to everyone. We can adopt similar connections despite our differences, but I'm speaking from a lens that I can speak from. That's the only way I know how to talk. Okay. And it hurts. It's sad. You know, one day, my mother, I was talking to the phone on the phone with my mother, rest in peace. My mother passed away. And so I was talking to my mom, and we were talking about something. She was annoyed or something, or upset or something happened. And she called me F. When I tell you my soul left my body, when I tell you I wanted to call her every name in the book, when I tell you I felt so wrong, I felt so hurt, I felt so disgusted. I didn't speak to my mother for a long time. Obviously, we came back around. I expressed to her that she should never ever say that word again, what that word means, what that word does. And she apologized, and it never came out of her mouth again. But in no way, shape, or form should that word be used. It's not okay. And I'm happy that a lot of women understood. Well, every woman in the Culture Club Live understood that, and they knew that, and they empathized with that already. But then vice versa, we could reach out and touch each other because we understand the plight that women go through. It's like if you are in a minority discriminated against group, why could you even fix your brain to even act like you don't get it to some degree, right? And that's our problem in our community. We act like we don't get it, or we get a chip on our shoulder and say, "Oh, y'all don't understand what I'm going through. Y'all don't get it." No, Miss Mamas, we're all struggling. That's why we all need to come together. And, you know, I don't know. I thank you to all the women that came out to the Culture Club Live event. I thank you, woman, Black woman, any race woman out there that's watching this video, that you understand the plight of gay people, and you have some gay friends, gay cousins, family members, whatever, and you would ride and die for us as we would you. It's easy for me to protect good people, and it's easy for me to protect my people. Can't no one tell me anything about my bestie who is a Black cisgender heterosexual woman. No one. And vice versa with her to me. She would die for me, I would die for her. It's easy when love is at the forefront. And so I want all women to understand that we ride for y'all hard and heavy. But don't just use us as an accessory. And then when shit hits the fan, you want to demean a whole group by using the F word. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay for us to attack you, and it's not okay for you to attack us in that way. It just isn't. Thank you for watching my video. Hopefully y'all can adopt similar connections despite our differences. I love y'all. Let me know who the heaviest hitter is in your mind. And how do you feel about the F word? Deuces.